So a lot of people have been asking when the new cabin build is going to happen and what's going on with that. So we'll discuss that a little bit later in this video, but I'm on my way there. I got about 5 miles to go. And yeah, we're gonna go check on the log cabin, go check out the new building site and see what's going on. So here we are, log cabins this way, new building site is that way. We'll go check on the log cabin first. So the loggers still have some work to do. They have a little bit of cleanup yet. I mean, this is what I got to walk through on the way to the log cabin. Not the greatest, a lot of ankle breakers. So the loggers haven't been back here since winter time. And I was hoping they would have been here by now. This is kind of why I've been holding off a little bit on getting started. It's because with all these logs laying down on the ground and having to step over them and everything, it's going to be kind of a nightmare carrying lumber back in here, you know, and plywood and everything. So I was kind of hoping they would come clean some of this up by now, but the road's pretty muddy on the way in here yet. So I don't know if they're going to come later this month, later in the summer, in the fall, the winter, you know, who knows. But nonetheless, I am going to get started on the build soon. So you can see how thick this is. It's pretty tough to find the trail when everything's in full bloom like this. You know, before it was logged, I knew it like the back of my hand, but now that everything's logged off, it looks quite a bit different. So it always takes me a bit to find the trail now. I think it's over here. I think this is my trail. This tree down is new. Here we are. A couple people have asked what this sign is. It's just a private property sign that I hung up. Not that I necessarily really care that if people go on the land, you know, but just kind of letting people know that it is private so they don't, you know, just start going crazy on stuff, because it is national forest land for miles and miles all around here. So this is like the only, or my property is the only piece of private land within this particular area of the national forest. Not that anybody's ever going to come back here, but if they do, at least they know it's private. You know, I don't really, like I said, I don't really care if people come and look around or walk on my land. I mean, whatever, you know, but just so they know. Still standing, still there, looking good. Ooh, a few things knocked over. This was my ash bucket, the wood stove ash, and that was like over here standing upright when I left. Same with these shovels and this, or the shovel and the goalie stick. Those are leaning up against the cabin. So, oh, and this, Sierra hung this up that winter that we stayed out here. This goes on here somewhere. And this thing, because this has like Christmas lights on it that run off batteries. So I bet a bear came and pawed around a little bit, knocked some stuff over, would be my guess. You know, I would say it could have been the wind that knocked this stuff over, but this ash bucket's leaning this way, and you know, it was pretty heavy. I mean, it was full of ash, so the wind probably wouldn't have done that. And then the hockey stick and shovel are that way, so if I had to guess, I would say it was that bear that I caught on the trail camera about a month ago, like that went and slapped my trail camera. I'm guessing he probably paid a visit to the log cabin here, but luckily did not go inside. I will say it's pretty weird arriving and not having to fire up the wood stove. That's always like, every time I come here, it's usually during the winter when it seems like it's always 20, 30, 40 below. So I'm always like in the habit of getting in here, okay, getting a fire going, getting firewood put up, doing all that. So it's just weird to get here and not really have anything to do, especially because I'm not staying the night tonight. So I'm just here checking on it, making sure that that bear did not enter, no windows are broken, and just making sure everything's good here. So looks like we're okay. Hey, look at this. I found my old wash tub out in the woods with a couple of punctures in it. Huh. I don't know, it could be a bear. Looks like a bear. Well, the solar panels look all right. Those never got messed with. Tell you what, these are Harbor Freight solar panels, and they are awesome. These are probably going to go in the new cabin. Anyway, it's good to see that this thing's still standing. Didn't get messed with too much. I think something did come around. Guessing it was probably that bear. It kind of worried me once I saw that bear on the trail camera at the new building site. Especially the way he came up and pawed my trail camera and kind of messed with that. Means he's kind of a little bit aggressive or cranky. So I was wondering if he came around and broke into the log cabin. So it's kind of been on my mind, but good to see that all is well over here. But let's go check out the new building site. So here's the log cabin. The new building site is actually like straight that way, but it's really boggy once you start getting in here. It's like muskeg, you know, so you're like, you'll be walking and then you'll sink up to your waist. You'll go straight through. It looks like moss, but there's like, it's really wet and swampy, and yeah, it's just muskeg. So it's really tough walking. So it's easier to just come all the way out and go all the way around. It's much better walking because it's high ground. So I got to go out through this logged off area, around into another logged off area, through the woods a little bit, and then we get to the new building site. Oh, there's moose poop right here. You'd love to see it. So this would be the new road into the new cabin build, but the way things are looking, the cabin will be built long before the road's ever in, so that's just the way that's looking like that's gonna go. So here's the logged off area, and then we're entering the woods. So this would be I would have to cut this myself for my driveway, but you can see it's already kind of naturally open. It wouldn't take too much. Looks a lot more thick when everything's in bloom, but it's really not that bad. And here we are. This opening is going to be the new cabin build. There's my trail camera right there, the one that the bear messed up. I don't have a chip in it right now, because last time I was here, I just grabbed the chip and then brought it back home. And then that's when I saw the bear picture and all that. But I did bring a chip with me, so I'll slap a new one in there. And then that thing will be live and ready to capture whatever comes through here. So yeah, this is going to be the new cabin site, guys. Doesn't look that cool right now. There's lots of work to do, of course, a lot of clearing, but it's going to be a fun project. Here's my stuff I left. I left like a little table, bow saw. These were the boxes that the wall tent came in. I did pack up the wall tent and get that out of here with, with that bear being around. With that bear being around, I didn't want to just leave it set up, because he could destroy that in like seconds. So feel better just packing it up. It's easy enough to take down and haul out of here. So when I come back to get started on the cabin, I'll just set it back up. It takes like half an hour, not even. Well, it's definitely skeetery back here, but anyways, this is going to be the site. Yeah, so I got some clearing to do. I'll be able to get started on the build. There's enough room, like this footprint right here that's already cleared. I cleared this before I set the wall tent up, and this is ready. So I could start building right now. There's enough room to start building, but obviously I do want to clean up some of this deadfall and other stuff that's kind of hanging around. So once I get the cabin built, it'll be a lot of clearing. There's a few trees to take down before I get started that could potentially fall on the building site if there was a big storm, so I'll get rid of those. This one being one of them. You can see that tree's dead, so that'll go in the firewood pile. And then this right here is just a massive popple. That would absolutely crush a cabin. And so I'll probably take that one down and use that, or start getting that drying out for firewood eventually. Other than that, the rest of the trees in the immediate site here are pretty all right. I'm not too worried about them. So back at the main off-grid cabin that Sierra and I live in, I just switched cameras. My GoPro died, but I'm in the process of pounding our Sandpoint well. So I'm pretty hopeful, you know, but there is no guarantee with that we're gonna hit water. But I'm gonna give her an honest try, and I got my fingers crossed. I'm hoping that's gonna work out. So stay tuned for that video. That'll be out next week sometime. But main purpose of this video was I wanted to update you guys. I know a lot of you guys have been asking about the new cabin build. It's exciting. It's going to be a fun project. It'll probably be fun for you guys to watch. So yeah, I wanted to do a quick update. Can't even think straight. The mosquitoes are so bad right now. So anyways, stay tuned for that well video. Like I said, I have no idea if we're going to hit water there or not. I know it's going to be close. Like I've said before, we're right on that border. And yeah, I just got my fingers crossed, and I'm just hoping that we hit it. If it doesn't work out, we're just gonna have to get one drilled. That's our other option. So otherwise, just wanted to give you guys a quick update on what's going on with the new build, because a lot of people have been asking. So I just wanted to let you guys know that is still gonna happen. I've just been kind of at the mercy of the logging activity around here, kind of waiting to see what's going on with that. But I am done waiting, so we're just gonna go ahead and get started pretty quick here. So stay tuned. Other than that, I'm gonna go back home and try to pound a well. So stay tuned, and we'll see you really soon.